everyone. My name is Michaela Smith. I'm the communications director at OneWorld Rowing. Today, I will be interviewing Zach Heese, who is currently an HP rower at Texas Rowing Center. I just have a few quick questions about his ACRA to HP transition. So the first one is, I kind of already said this, but your name and current high performance training group, or are you training on your own?
Yep, definitely. I'm Zach Heese. I am training out of Texas Rowing Center in Austin, Texas right now. I moved here in August of last year. Before that, I was at Vesper Boat Club in Philadelphia.
Where did you go to college and when did you graduate?
I went to the University of Virginia and I graduated in 2018.
Awesome. Was your college a crew member at ACRA when you were rowing there?
Yep, definitely. We went to ACRA championships in Gainesville, Georgia, all 4 years that I was on the team. So definitely big in the club athletics. Yeah.
Awesome. So what was your typical schedule as an ACRA rower? So how often did you practice?
We practiced 6 days a week in the mornings from 6 to 8 a.m. And then I would go to class or hang out through the middle of the day and then try and get another workout in on my own in the afternoon a few days a week. So, but yeah, definitely 6 days a week. We tried to be there as one big team, one big unit.
Awesome. What boat categories did you train in as a college rower?
I did the freshman 8 my freshman year, and then we did a lightweight 4 my second year, and then from there the varsity 8 for the remaining time.
Okay, awesome. So you kind of already mentioned this, but did you go to ACRA champs, and were there any other big regattas that you went to when you were in college?
Yeah, we went to ACRAs every year.
Okay.
We lost to Michigan every year, which was no fun. And then the other regattas that we would do is Dad Vale and Head of the Charles. Those are the other two big highlights for me. We had other races as well, but those are the other two that stick out in my mind.
Awesome. So actually, I'm going to ACRA champs in May. I'm very excited about it because I was a club tennis player, so I've never been to a regatta before. So that will be fun.
It'll be a lot of fun.
So how did ACRA help you prepare for your current high performance rowing?
I think the big thing about club rowing that I think prepared me the best for afterwards is it does a really good job of setting you up to have very little safety net. You really have to be proactive about your training as a club athlete because there's such limited support compared to varsity programs. You know, some clubs are better funded than others, but all of them, you have to take it on yourself in order to be the best athlete you want to be. So that's what I really liked about my time at the club program was I had the foundation so that way I could scale it up as much as I wanted. I think that translated really well when I graduated because then, you know, moved to a similar club style where there's the basic resources, but no one's handing you anything else. And you have to really go from there and take off. So I think that's the big thing that club rowing prepares you best for the post-collegiate rowing.
Yeah. When did you decide to pursue high performance rowing and what were some steps you took?
Yeah. So my 4th year after losing to Michigan for the 3rd time in a row at ACRA, I was a little bummed. You know, I thought I'd put in more and more work and was not seeing any different results. So it was a tough way to end the season for us. And I decided that I was going to go do singles trials for the under 23 world championships in the lightweight men's single and just see what happened, kind of put a cap on it. Ended up winning trials that summer and represented the US at the under 23 world championships. So it was a steep learning curve because my first race was trials in the single and then the second race in the single was the actual world championships. But from there, I got hooked and I was like, I want to keep doing this. I want to go for the senior team. I want to, you know, see how close I can get to being on the Olympic team and go for it from there. So that first summer, right after I graduated college was where I kind of really decided to go all in and chase this.
That's awesome. So what is your typical schedule as an HP rower?
It's pretty similar to how it was in school. I wake up and we do practice from 7 to 10:30 or so. I come home and I do a little work. I'm a technology consultant on the side.
Oh,
So
cool.
I clack away on the laptop a little bit, and then we go back out for another practice from like 2:30 to 5 or so in the evening. Then I come home, eat, sleep, repeat. And yeah, so, and we practice a lot more now. So now we get maybe 1 or 2 sessions off a week, versus in college, it was just the morning session and then occasionally an afternoon workout. Now it's like the standard is 2 workouts, maybe even 3, and really trying to get as much training under our belt as we can.
Yeah. So what is your plan for this year? Like training, race goals, target boat categories?
Yeah. So far off to a great start. After the final Olympic qualification regatta in Lucerne, Switzerland last May, where we didn't make it to the Olympics, that's when I kind of stepped back and decided what I wanted to do with this next cycle. So baby steps. First was winning Head of the Charles, which I did in the fall, so that was awesome. Then I hit some really big PRs on the rowing machine, so that was some good winter improvement. And then last month we went to Sarasota for NSR1, and I won that in the lightweight single, so that was a lot of fun. Looking forward, we're now going to go for the lightweight double, because that's the Olympic boat class, and try and put together better results internationally than we have had in the past few years. So we'll go to World Cup 2 in Poznan, Poland in June, and then World Championships are in the end of September in Račice, Czech Republic. Yeah.
Okay, awesome. And your partner is Jasper Liu, correct?
Yep, that's right.
Okay. Awesome.
And we also have one other lightweight here, Jimmy McCullough, who rode at Delaware. And so we have a few lightweights down here, as well as some heavyweight men and some open weight women as well. So it's a good team.
What's your favorite thing about high performance rowing? Like if you had to pick one thing.
I just love training. That's why I fell into the sport, was I just loved working out, and you know, high performance rowing is just training to the max. So I get as much in as possible. I eat a ton of food. You know, I feel like I'm becoming a fitter and fitter athlete every month. And so that's my favorite part, is the results. You know, favorite part about rowing in general is the results seem to kind of follow how much work you put in going into it. And that's definitely true at the HP level as well. It's, you know, a lot of hard work, which I really enjoy.
So with that being said, what is the hardest thing about high performance, if you had to pick?
I'd say the hardest thing for getting results internationally is there is no way to shortcut. Like all the people that we're racing against internationally have been doing this for years and years and years, and it's hard to catch up. I feel like I'm always a step behind, and we're trying to figure out ways to accelerate so that way we catch up and we're no longer chasing, but we're actually like in the hunt and with them. So it just takes years of development. So it's a long grind, and that can be kind of tough in the moment, but if you keep the end goal in sight and make little baby step goals along the way, that makes it a little more manageable. And then the other hard thing was taking that leap of faith and going for it in the first place. You know, calling up my job that I have now and telling them, hey, I don't want to work 40 hours a week for you. I need some special accommodations so that way I can go do this training thing. I need to be able to go practice. I need to be able to go race anywhere in the world. You know, can you work with me there? So that was a big leap of faith, and I was really nervous doing that after I graduated college. So that's probably the biggest hurdle to get into HP rowing, is just figuring out how you're going to support yourself and set yourself up for still having something to go to after rowing is done.
Okay, so the last question is, what is your advice for current college rowers, ACRA or otherwise, who are deciding whether or not to pursue high performance rowing post-college?
Yeah, well, I would say definitely do it. Take that leap of faith, because you'll never know if you don't try. And the second thing I would say is, like I said, for me, it's splitting it up into short-term, bite-sized chunk goals. Like instead of saying, oh, I want to be in the Olympics in 7 years or 8 years, say, oh, I want to be able to do this by the end of this season. I want to be able to do that by the end of the season after, and keep chipping away at it like that. The other thing would be just take as many strokes as possible, right? Rowing is an awesome sport because it's just however much you can train. It can't hurt. I mean, it could, but it would be very hard to like go backwards
Mhm.
by increasing the amount of rowing that you're doing. Like you'll probably get better. So
Mhm.
while you can, as much as you want to, as while you still have the will for it, like take as many strokes as you can out there.
Yep. Well, that is so great. Thank you so much for your time, Zach, and good luck this season.
Thank you so much, Michaela. It was great talking to you.
You too. Have a good day. Bye.
Thanks. You too. Bye.